So, some quick food for thought here, you guys, right? I've said in the past how Trump was put in to destabilize the old system, the status quo, so that way we could have the new one ushered in for the technocratic regime, right? Think about all the things going on inside the Middle East right now, right? And all of the issues with fertilizer specifically. We have farmers in the US going out of business, right? And haven't these corrupt billionaires like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos been buying up farmland and stuff like that? Don't you think it's a little ironic that that's happening now and farmers are going out of business and then, these corrupt scumbags can swoop in and get all the land so that way they can control your food supply? Because that is part of the end game, just saying. Henry Kissinger's fucking address, or one of them at least, don't ask me which specific one, look it up. He talked about like how to control a population is basically you sit there and control their food supply, which any smart person is going to know. Mind you, it also kind of like points at a bunch of things for Henry Kissinger and what he stood for. He's not the hero that he is praised to be in the John D. Rockefeller fucking bribed and like prescribed books inside our education system. It's an indoctrination system. But so tangent aside, the shit going on in the Middle East, don't you find it is a little ironic that we're having all this stuff happen with fertilizer, which our farmers need and stuff like that, and they've been made to be dependent on, and they need to have the fertilizer because they export all their goods and rely on these big corporations instead of making their own fertilizer or having localized fertilizer chains, and stuff like we used to have before the 1920s plus when all this stuff started to happen ultimately, right? I'm just saying, you guys. It's a tad bit ironic, isn't it? Our farmers are going out of business. Meanwhile, these corrupt billionaires are buying farmland inside the U.S. or trying to sell it off to China, you feel me? And then, like we have all the fertilizer shortages inside the Middle East as well, too. Not that, like it's going to devastate us, but like just saying, it's the modern day agricultural system is heavily dependent on big corporations. It highlights a huge issue for us and needing to be more self-sufficient and independent. I'm just saying, like it really fucking do. Don't use the pesticides and herbicides and you'll be okay. You can use your own fucking seeds that you've collected. And then it becomes more natural, more organic, because it's not bioengineered. And then, when you have enough money, buy the airspace above your property. And anybody that fucking tries to spray anything, pew pew, you can shoot them the fuck down, or after you give them a warning, if they don't fucking sit there and comply, it's like, you can get the fuck out my airspace, bitch, or otherwise you're gonna go away one way or another. Just saying. But like, you guys are like that is the thing. You have to do that if you want to be self-sufficient and you don't want to deal with all this garbage going on. That's a solution to the problem. But like I said though, my dudes, isn't it kind of ironic, that this shit's happening right as they're buying up all this farmland as well too? Think about it. Remember what they said. You'll own nothing and be happy about it.